That whole meditation session was so absolutely transcendently calm and peaceful to me. In the night, if I can't sleep, you don't believe it, I take my phone and listen to the talk again. Certain things are really blueprint in my heart. Definitely, I feel this minute of my life is really in a different place. My views changed, my confidence level changed, my love, I'm very open-hearted person to everybody. That's the thing. But unnecessary worries and stuff, just they have taken a back burner and gone. I'm not for anything, Chandraji. I have even if a small thing will become a big problem for me. I felt so relieved that things is going to happen. My inner strength is guiding me. I'm moving on. So I don't need to pay attention to any of these worries. And another thing in your thing, I love it, is your vegetarianism. I am so personally so much for vegetarianism. I love the animals. I don't want to see anywhere anything killed. It's nothing against people who are eating, but I always say, please, for health, for emotional health, for spiritual health, and for your controlling your senses, it's better to be vegetarianism. It gives more energy. That is the beautiful thing I really feel.
Hi friends and my dear masters. I hope I'm audible. Can anyone please confirm? Thank you so much. So, welcome to the day 18 of our wonderful youth program, Meditation for Confidence, Clarity, and Manifestation. So, yeah, we are in the third week and we have a wonderful teacher. And I would like to just say, every time I listen to her or I see her, it just lights up, right? Everything feels like she's an inspiration for me. Like, so let me introduce you to our teacher today, Sirisha ma'am. So Sirisha is practicing as an advocate in Bengaluru and also works as program manager at Nyaya, an NGO that empowers citizens with simple legal information. She has also collaborated with various governmental bodies like Karnataka State Legal Services Authority, Women and Child Development Department, Karnataka, and several NGOs to create legal awareness at grassroots level to bring community level change. She started her meditation journey with Buddha CEO's youth program in the year 2020 when she was a fresh law graduate, having cherished the benefits of meditation. She has been volunteering with Buddha CEO since then. She credits the life changing transformation and manifestation gifts to the practice of meditation. Welcome, Sirisha ma'am.
Thank you. Namaste, and so glad to be back here. Thank you, Shah. Thank you, Vignesh Kunjan. We've all been on this journey together, and it's always delightful to come back here in the youth session. It's like a full circle, right? I started my meditation journey right here in a youth program. Back then, it was 21 days. I'm glad it is 40 days because I was just waiting when 21 days is done. Immediately, I was lucky that 40-day program started right the next day and I jumped onto it. And since then, I don't think there's looking back at how life has changed because of this beautiful practice of meditation. And I can't give my gratitude enough for this practice, for this foundation that selflessly introduces meditation, the science behind it for all of us to learn, embrace, cherish, and give it forward as well. So, once again, thank you. And I'm so glad to be part of this session. If a few more of you can switch on your cameras, that would be great. And yeah, before we actually go to today's topic, one thing was watching Chandra Sridhar's mom video. So inspiring that even now, every day she shows up in the session. She's fully involved in all of Buddha's CEO Quantum Foundation session and service as well. I'll get to why I mentioned her story specifically. But I would also want to bring out another inspiring story. Whenever I speak of this topic, or whenever I even think of this topic, this story comes first to my mind. So this is way before independence time, and a true story that happened in India. So there was a young boy, and he didn't even have enough money in his pocket to feed himself. But then he was standing in front of this huge hotel, and that day he was very fascinated with hotels. So he made a decision in mind. In future, when I grow older, I will own a chain of hotels. He doesn't even have enough money to buy a meal for himself. And here he is, this person dreaming of having a chain of hotels. Anybody who would have heard of him that day would have laughed at him. How can you even think like this? But then that same day, he started acting on his dreams. He spoke to the manager asking for a job. He didn't know what to do, where to start, but he said, okay, I want a job right now. Let me just try. He first went to the manager and he asked for a job, like something related to accounting, bookkeeping. That was not available. But they said, okay, we'll give you something else. Just take care of customer relations and all of it. He said, fine. He entered into that. He started taking care of these, managing customer relations, doing so much good customer service. Then he was also able to manage the expenses well, brought down the expenses in the hotel. Soon they gave him a clerk position. They said, okay, fine, you did well for this period. Okay, you become a clerk. Then there was a new manager who came to that hotel. Seeing that this boy was putting in so much effort, he was very diligent, he was showing up regularly, and he put in work efforts very sincerely. They then made him accountant, and slowly that new manager who had joined, he started his own hotel. That time he made this young boy who started from scratch, who started with some small job in that hotel, he made him the assistant manager. And that hotel was Hotel Carlton. And this was a foreigner, Ernest Clark. Okay. And after some years, he left to England. So this person became the manager. And years later, he also became partner to the Carlton Hotels. And again, few years later, he himself became the owner. After regularly working there, he became the owner of that. It didn't stop there. Few years later, he saw that in Calcutta, right? There was this great plague happening, and there was a hotel for sale because they were in losses, they couldn't keep up. He realized there was one hotel for sale. He rented that hotel. And then he started working, and eventually he became the owner of that hotel. Years later, again, there was independence, there was partition happening in India, Pakistan, to lot of divisions, lot of internal conflicts, right? Despite that, he became so successful that he has a chain of hotels in his name today. Can you all take a guess? Those of you who attended previous session may have an idea about this, but if you're there, please wait back instead of putting the answer. But those who are new, can you tell me who you think this person is? Who is this person who started off as a young boy with nothing much in his hand, but today has a chain of hotels in his name? I'll give you a clue sometime later, but let me start seeing if you have any answers. Anybody? Oh, now I'm doubting. Am I even audible? Okay, fine. Then I want some answers. Or if you want a hint, the Taj, very close guess. Very good guess. Somewhere close. Anybody else? Navina ji, great. You're very close. What other chain of hotels are there like the Taj? Okay, so I'll give a hint. Hilton, close, but I'm not sure of the backstory. But I was referring to the Oberoi and Trident group of hotels, that chain of hotels, luxury hotels they're known for today. And the story I was speaking of was of Mr. Raj Bahadur MS Oberoi. So he started from there, and where did he reach? Today is an inspiration, right? So before I get to the topic, like explicitly mention the topic, I want you all to guess what was the reason behind his success? Not guess, identify and write. There are multiple reasons for a person's success, right? For the growth at this scale. So what all do you think were the reasons behind Mr. Oberoi's success? Visualization, persistence, absolutely right. Believing in his dreams, yes. What else? Not giving up, absolutely. I'm just looking for one particular answer, but all of these are absolutely right. Truly essential for a person to succeed in life. Looking beyond his present, yes. Thinking big, consistency, right? Looking beyond present. How was he able to do it though? If at all we are poor, we think, oh, I don't believing in himself, right? Oh my God, today I don't have money. How can I think of even building a huge hotel chain? So what is it that led to that? I mentioned some word. All these answers are right, and all of this comes willpower, right? It comes from that one small thought, right? The positive thought to go beyond all of this. Like somebody put thinking beyond the present, to go beyond all of that and to think, no matter what my situation is today, I know I will eventually be successful. I will have my dream in reality. To think in an expansive, successful way. That was the mindset that Mr. Oberoi had. No matter where he started, no matter what was the kind of challenges he got through the way, he saw challenges as opportunities. Somebody thought there's plague happening, loss everywhere. But he took that opportunity, he rented that place and eventually saw it becoming something big. Right? And if at all a person has this growth mindset, is able to think positively, is when they will have this determination, willpower to see beyond success, to stay on to that path. Yes, maybe many times he was stuck, he was not given a job he wanted, right? Whatever it was given, he picked it up as a challenge. He did his best in that. He knew if he puts effort, he will do well. So he consistently put effort into that without thinking of whether this will give me something or not. All he knew was he has to do well, right? Anything that was given to him at hand, he has to do his best there. So this mindset is what defines or differentiates people from success and failure. And there was Carol Dweck, right? She was a social reformer, thinker, who was looking at what is this mindset that distinguishes people who are successful and those who don't make it there, right? And that's where she came up with these two terms, fixed mindset and growth mindset. Fixed mindset is, many of us, probably many of us perform meditation as well. And still, we will have many of those thoughts, many of these limitations that keep us fixed to something, right? Fixed mindset of those who think, oh, okay, I am born with this skill set, or this is all I'm good at. Only these limited talents I have, I can no longer develop from here because I'm already old. These are the things that are fixed about me. I cannot change, so I will not be trying new things. Whereas people with growth mindset, they are open to opportunities. They think broad. They have miraculous thoughts, right? Have we touched upon that? The kind of thoughts. Why are we referring to this mind? Because I think last week we just learned about manifestation and how we all want to live the dream lives that we think for ourselves, right? But the core of it is this thought. Thoughts create reality, which is why we need to have that great growth mindset where we have positive and miraculous thoughts in our mind and we are constantly acting upon it because we know if there is something stopping me from achieving my dreams, it's my thought in the first place. So unless we have this growth mindset that is open to new opportunities, that is ready to jump upon challenges, that is ready to work on oneself and to see that, no, I am not limited. Maybe right now I have a limitation. Maybe right now I think I don't have a skill, but I know I can learn this. And I know because I'm unlimited, right? There's infinite possibilities, there's unlimited potential in each one of us. So we know that if we put the required amount of effort, skill, we are interested, we show up for ourselves every single day. That means I can become whatever I want to be. I have it in me. That's the person with growth mindset, just like we saw in that story. And why I was referring to Chandraji, she might be old in, physical terms, physical age, but The fact that she always shows up, she learns. Whenever she attends Chandra sir sessions, she makes notes, like physical notes from each session. She learns. She joined the coach program. She had a limiting belief that, tech is a challenge for her. And because she's too old, she's not so used to tech. But every class she joined, she made sure that she will overcome her fear of tech. She learned, she used to contact people, she used to learn how to use technology. And today she conducts online sessions herself. She attends book clubs, she posts videos, she shares a lot of information. She does not think, oh, I was too old, so I cannot learn new things. That's how a person with growth mindset operates, right? If at all we are having that fixed mindset, then we are scared to try new things. Like, oh, okay, this is not my piece of cake because, I'm an introvert. Or back when I was in school, I went to speak something and I did not do great. My teacher scolded me. So it's better I don't speak at all. Many of us, if we look back, some incident that happened in our childhood or some comment that some other person made would have been so deep rooted in us that it would have become a part of our subconscious mind. And that limitation that was built back then still becomes an inhibition for us now. It's not just that. Speaking was just an example I gave, right? For many of us, it could be math. Oh, I'm not good at math, or history. It's about memorizing dates. I cannot memorize dates, so I'm not good at history. So I will not even explore anything to do with history. Right? Sometimes I've seen people come, let's go to an ancient archaeological site. They're like, no, I don't like history, so I don't even want to go to a place. See, some inhibition that happened because of a textbook or a subject is stopping us from exploring new things in life. So if we have that fixed mindset, it stops us from being open to newer things in life, from taking up new challenges because there is some limitation holding back. There is that fear. What if I fail? Or anyway, I don't have that skill. I don't think I can move progress from here. So I better not try. Only if I try, I will fail. I am anyway bound to fail because I don't have. These are the kind of self-talk that will be going on within a person who is not having an expansive mindset, who's not open to positive and miraculous thoughts. Then if somebody gives a feedback, okay, maybe back then in school when I made that presentation, somebody said you were not great, you need to work on these things. But instead of focusing on what was the suggestion they gave, a person with fixed mindset will be like, I wasn't great. All my efforts were went all in vain. It's of no use. So I should not be trying this next time at all. Why would I simply get scolded? Why should somebody else come and give me advice? Let me not try it. But if at all it's a person with growth mindset, how would they see it? Okay, I tried something. I put in my effort. I did my best. Maybe today it did not go as the way I wanted it to. But if I continue to work on it, it will get better. Also, what did that person suggest? Maybe they said today your modulation wasn't great. There was no clarity in the sequence that you made your presentation. Maybe these are the things I should work on. Let me try it next time. So that's how they will look at feedback and try working on it instead of thinking, oh, that was just criticism. I don't want to hurt myself. I will feel very low. And trust me, I was this person before coming to meditation. I used to be good at studies. I used to do extracurriculars, but still then people around me always told, you're a bookworm. You're just limited to books. You know what is in the books. Maybe beyond that, you're not good at things. So there was this inter-school competition and I attended a quiz competition. I was back in seventh. So it didn't really go as I planned. That quiz, whatever I gave answers were also not right. So then I decided, oh, maybe what others are saying about me is true. I'm not so good at quiz, so I should not be quizzing in future. So years later, when I was in class 10, I actually got an opportunity to go to another quiz. Now I was representing my school. I then went on the stage, final round happening. I knew all the answers, but in my mind, this limited belief is saying you're not good at quiz. You don't know the answers. Despite knowing all the answers, it was at the tip of my tongue, but I never put it out. After they said the answer, they would reveal, we would not get our points. And that's where I realized I knew the answers. It's just that I had to trust myself instead of coming to that conclusion back then when they said you're not good at quiz. Or because they said, oh, this girl lost at quiz. Having won everything else because I lost at quiz, I'm like, okay, I'm not good at this. I'm not made for this. So let me not even try, right? This is how our thoughts, our limitations will act on us years later as well. And now, after coming to meditation, after understanding what all limiting beliefs I have, I've started working upon it. And recently, as a lawyer, there was a event for cyber experts, cyber law, and everything. I went there, and there was this quiz, right? This time, I was so excited to be part of it, whether I know the right answer or not. Because if I was able to decode something, I wanted to give it a shot. I was not scared about what people around me will be thinking if I answer it right or wrong. It was the joy of experiencing that quiz itself. So, with growth mindset, we will develop this appreciation for the moment, right? Effort matters. The fact that I participate matters. The fact that I'm open to newer opportunities matters. And when we start building all of this, when we start expanding ourselves and looking everything from a growth mindset, is when we are on our path to success. Again, it does not mean there will not be challenges. It's only how we look at challenges, right? I owe great gratitude to you because earlier I would always complain. Okay. If at all, whenever I've shared my experience, that was my first change from cribbing, complaining to moving to gratitude. And everything I used to think, oh, all the problems are in my life and everything goes wrong. It's only in Shirisha's life, everything else is great. So I would crib complaints, so many complaints. And I would always use problems, right? If I get 99 out of 100, I'm like, oh, I missed that one mark. Such a grave mistake of my life I've made. I cannot move from here. And then cry about it. But then, biggest change was the way my thoughts changed. So all of that was negative. Okay, now I scored only 19 out of 100. I won't be topper. Then I won't get this. I won't get that. All of that thought. Now, here it changed. I started realizing so much of negative thoughts, unnecessary overthinking thoughts that I have, and I'm looking at only problems. I'm not appreciating the good things that I have. So that changes. And now, of course, I won't say that after meditation, life is like a cakewalk, right? It's not everything is hunky dory, everything is glorified. Do have a lot of challenges even today. It's just how I've looked at it has changed. And that comes from a growth mindset again. Now, if there's a challenge, I look at, okay, what is this trying to teach me? It could be a physical challenge, a health challenge. I had something with my tooth. I was trying to see what is my body trying to convey through this. It's indecisiveness, it's being stubborn. That's what teeth teaches us, some issues, right? And then I have a challenge at workplace. Constantly something is not moving at all. What is this trying to teach me? What am I learning? What am I being stuck at? What is this thought that I'm repeating for myself that's not letting me progress? That's how I think. So growth mindset helps us view challenges as opportunities to learn, grow, to accept feedback greatly. And before, maybe in fixed mindset, we'll always see somebody else as different. Oh, they're doing great in life. And we'll have that envy, feeling of jealousy. Aha, he's earning good. That means, he must be doing some scams. Most of the time we still think like that. Great businessman, oh, they're doing a lot. But of course, they're so rich because they're only scamming people. It could be for a lot of other things. Oh, for him, it comes easy. For her, it comes easy because from young age, she's been doing this. That's why it's easy. But with growth mindset, we get inspired from people. What can I learn from them? What can I learn from Chandrama? What can I learn from Vignesh and Usha? They're so good at what they do. Usha's so calm. How can I be like her, right? We're inspired by people. And all of this comes back to that one core practice, meditation. How can we develop this practice, right? Meditation is the first answer, and not just any meditation, consistent meditation. Every day we need to show up because effort matters, showing up matters, being in the present matters. And like I mentioned, one of the easiest first things that happen because of meditation is awareness. Because all that inner chatter that's there in our mind becomes calm, right? Meditation is trying to take us to that no thought state. So it's trying to clear the clutter. And as that happens, we are now aware, is my thought negative? Is it a fixed mindset? Is it growth mindset? How am I thinking? From where is this coming, right? Eventually, we'll start acting upon it. And then we now know that there are infinite possibilities and that there is abundance. So there's no scope for competition or jealousy. If I want to be like them, I can. I can create the life that I want. So we can show up. And then, of course, meditation is acting on our subconscious beliefs, on our limiting beliefs. Every single day, it's pruning away that wires that are not required, right? And wherever it's necessary, it's building those cells. That memory is wanted for a particular thing that is happening. Good health is required. That is being taken care of meditation. So meditation is one step. And then Any feedback is feed forward. So somebody gives me a feedback, I will receive it. I will see what is necessary from that to accept, to learn, and to grow. Instead of saying, okay, they're giving this to criticize me, or I should feel bad about it. We don't have to be harsh about it, even if what they say may not be true, but just listen. If there's something that's adding value to us, let's take it, let's adapt it, move forward. If not, let's leave it. And be ready to new challenges. See them as opportunities and not as problems. Even changing the words that we use, right? Oh no, my life is full of problems. No, my life is throwing challenges, but I can overcome it. I am learning from it and cruising ahead in life. Making small statement changes like this is also taking us way forward in life, right? And then enjoy the process. I still sometimes when this journey, right, I only enjoy the destination. I say I want to travel abroad, but I just want to go directly to a place. I don't enjoy the journey. But it's in the journey that beauty lies. In small, small moments, we might miss some beautiful scenery around if we just go to the destination, right? Even in our work, even in our relationship, every small effort matters. So value that. You don't have to be perfect, but value it. That's what drives a person with growth mindset. And eventually have clarity of what you want to achieve, that purpose. And that clarity again comes with meditation. So move ahead with perseverance and passion. Have that clarity. Be open to challenges. Be ready to learn. Don't get deterred. And all of this, when it culminates, we are right on the track to realizing our dream lives. And even if we don't have dreams, just to live as the best version of ourselves, this is the mindset to approach. So with that, let's get to our practice once again to help us go on to the infinity, tune into that infinity. Let's meditate, friends and masters. If you have spectacles, please remove it. Just close your eyes, relax, and observe your breath.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and resting your attention on your beautiful heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. Feel it, dear friends. Notice the beat, the rhythm of your heart. Your inner knowingness. Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life with its higher vibrations of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past or simply going into an experience of higher emotion, imagine that you are experiencing great, beautiful nature. You're trekking into mountains. You're helping people in need. Relive that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to direct that energy onto everyone and everything on this planet to help them heal. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Relive that moment and feel that energy and spread that energy to everyone, to everything, or to those who are in need. The more you experience love, compassion, deep joy, the more coherent you become, the more connected you become. You and slowly let's go into breath meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. With your attention at the root of your nose. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes less and less of thought. as your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that deeper calmness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, blackness. Where there's no body, where there's no thing. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of infinite possibilities. The field of wholeness, the field of oneness. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this energy, the more you become of it, the more you receive from it. Stay aware of the emptiness, that calmness, this field of energy, the field of creation. The more you are with it, with this emptiness, the more you tune in. The miraculous possibilities. The more expansive you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into that emptiness. This is your divine self, your greater mind. The more you are with it, the more whole you become, the more empowered you become. Friend, can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn and experience many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, the fish, the bird, the animal, the planet, stars, sun, moon, Mother Earth, for all the energy, beauty, mystery, and more in our life. For gratitude to everything you use, the system, the company, the governments, the technology that supports our life in many, many ways. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you seen? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Welcome back, friends and masters. I hope you all had good meditation. Do any of you want to share your meditation experience? I believe by now you've already meditated 2 weeks into this program. So anybody wants to share your meditation experience or how you find the session or have any questions, please come forward and do that. We'll close today's session with like a small activity on what we spoke about in today's session. But before that, I want to listen in from any of you. Yes, Shrike.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, madam. So listening to your experience was very much motivating. Like, you were a participant like one of us from this youth program, and today you have come as a teacher. So it's very motivating to hear that story. So like I've just started the meditation journey with this Vibe program, and it's been 3 weeks. Like honestly, I'm not getting into the emptiness, but staying with the group energy feels very nice. And like what and all changes you have gone through, like it's very inspiring, and I'm looking forward for such transformations in my own life also. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri. What do you do?
I
And
was
where are
work.
you from?
I am from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I was working in IT, but currently I'm on a career break, not liking the job. So I'm idle at home, thinking for other opportunities.
Great. I mean, the perfect time to come to meditation.
Yeah,
You stick to the practice, you'll definitely find your answers, you'll find the path ahead. Just hold on to the practice, read more books. I believe there was a wisdom note shared with the list of books. Take up
yeah.
books, read, interact with your facilitators, and great. I'm so glad you came forward and shared. You showed the sign of growth mindset. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Anybody else? Meanwhile, Usha, is there an announcement that you want to make?
Just a minute, Sirisha.
Sure, no worries.
So just
Anybody else while Usha lines up the announcement for you? Okay, then I will start with the questions. Usha will get to the announcement in a bit. We were discussing growth mindset, right? We'll just see in our daily lives some of the statements that we could have, or maybe just few examples from different spheres of our life. I'll read out the statement and then you put in the chat box if it's a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. And if that statement is fixed mindset, you will all rephrase it and write here in the chat box how a growth mindset person would think, right? Or you can even unmute yourself and share. All right. The first statement is business is not my cup of tea because I don't understand maths. Neither am I good with money. Is this fixed mindset or growth mindset? Fixed. Yes. So how would a person with growth mindset think or write or say about himself or herself? Great. For all of you responding, great job. Thank you. Business is not my cup of tea because I don't understand maths or I am not good with money. I mean, growth mindsets can be different ways, right? It can be from different perspectives. So just put out how would you, as a person with growth mindset, rephrase this. I will learn and improve my mathematics and try again as much as possible. Yes, great learning mindset. Great, Teji. I can work on other areas of business. Yes, that's another perspective. Business is not everything about accounting and money and maths, right? There's so much more to it. I learn from other successful businessmen. Yes, great. I will pick up skills that are required. Wonderful. Okay, we'll move to the second one. I am shy or I don't have fluent English, so I will not speak or I'll not even ask a question here. This is also fixed, right? So how would a person with growth mindset overcome this? And I want open answer. I want someone to unmute and tell the answer instead of writing that. One of you. I am shy or I'm not having great English, so let me not ask a question or let me not share anything. How will a person with growth mindset react to this statement? We saw live examples with Shri, but I want someone else also to answer. And please continue to put in the chat box also. Don't stop from doing that, but somebody else come forward and share. We should come up and open our camera. I mean, camera is still an option. I would love to see and listen to all of you. But yes, that's one way. Language is just means of communication. If you're clear, we can express it and make others understand. Absolutely. Learn. I didn't understand. Sorry, Basanti ji. Who's coming forward and sharing something now? Yes, turning on camera and speaking is the first step, just like you did today. Absolutely. By the end of this 40 day, I want to see maximum of you come on camera and share your experience, and it will happen. You know, last 1 or 2 days when we're almost closing, there'll be so many people who want to come forward and share. So I'm very, very excited for that day. I'm letting you go for now, but yes, that's a great way to practice, Rajeshwari ji, speaking in front of a mirror or meeting the people in person one by one. Yeah, so a person with growth mindset will say, let me try. Let me start with one sentence, or let me start just in front of my mirror and speak. Communication. What is the point of language? To communicate. Let me choose what I want to express in a way that I'm most comfortable with. And it all happens with trying. Yes. So thank you. Thank you for your responses. We move to question 3 or the statement 3. I am too old to learn dancing now. I can't start something new now because I'm too old. Fixed or growth? We have no doubts about it, right? Fixed, yes. Fixed. So how would a person with growth mindset approach this? I'll leave it all to you to decide, to work, to join a dance school. Yes, it's a skill. I will dance for my happiness. Anytime I can learn, I can pick it up. So go ahead, join a dance school if you're not able to figure it out on your own. Or just shake a leg, break a leg, and find that happiness. All right, thank you. And next one. If I learn a new software, I can upgrade myself and get a promotion. If I learn a new software, new tech, yes, that's growth mindset. Absolutely. So there's no inhibition here. There is eagerness, curiosity to learn something, to become better, because we know our skills or talents or abilities are not fixed. We can improve upon it anytime. So we are ready to do that and probably are open to promotions as well. Yeah. I may not be a great cook today, but I enjoy cooking. So let me just try. Fixed or growth? Yes, growth. And the last one, his father is rich. That is why he will become successful in life. He or she. Fixed. So how would a person with growth mindset approach this? They will look at what skill is it or what is it that person is doing to become successful. Maybe that is a factor, but that does not stop anyone from becoming successful in life. Richness is not the only factor for success, right? So they will try, regardless of the circumstance, I will give my best to become successful in my life, right? There is infinite possibilities. I am open to opportunities. I'm open to learning. I will tune into this infinite opportunities and I will realize my potential. So that's how a person with growth mindset approach. And now that we are all regular meditators, we will commit ourselves to this practice, and no matter what, we will stick to it. There will be challenges. There will be days where we feel like opening our eyes. There will be days where we feel like not meditating or not reading or not, progressing in whatever we are doing. But we will approach with growth mindset. It's okay, I'm feeling this way, but let me try. Let me commit. Let me do better. Okay. Thank you all so much for responding. You've all been so active. Thank you. I will close with one more inspiring story. This is from life of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He's my role model. And we've read that his biography is called biography is called The Wings of Fire, right? As a child, he always saw birds flying and he wanted to fly too. So he wanted to become a pilot. And that's why he studied aeronautical engineering and he applied for the Air Force. But he recalled this and said later in life that there were 10 people who got shortlisted, but only 9 spots. So he couldn't become a pilot then. But did he give up? Did he think that, no, I am not rich, I cannot become something in life? No. He was relentlessly working towards goals, putting his efforts, becoming the best scientist. Whatever role was given to him, he took it up. He was open to opportunities. And later in life, he became the president of India. And as that, the Supreme Commander of Armed Forces, right? The president is the Supreme Commander of Armed Forces. So later, when he became that, he sat in a Su-30, I think that's one of the best jets that India possesses. He sat in it. He expressed his desire to learn at that age also, that he wanted to learn flying. And then he learned it with the help of the armed forces. He became a pilot at that age. Not like a maybe trained, but he never gave up on his dreams. That's how, despite our challenges, despite whatever it is, we have to approach and go towards our goals. So thank you so much. And Usha, please go ahead with your announcement.
Thank you so much, Sirisha ma'am. So, friends, there's a physical event happening on June 13th, that is RCML, which is Regional Conference for Meditation Leaders in the Iowa State, United States of America, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Can you please confirm, because I'm getting some.
Yes, it's
Am I audible, right? Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I would request you to please, the masters who are in the US, please, the details will be shared in the group and you can uh, attend the session. Like, we'll be learning so many things there and we'll be having in person session so that we can interact there more better way, right? So the details will be shared to you in your respective WhatsApp groups. Thank you. Thank you, Sirisha.
Thank you so much, Usha. Thank you, Gunjan. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you again tomorrow. Virtual, if there's a possibility, it will be live streamed on our Buddha CEO channel. So again, the links will be shared if live stream is happening. We'll get to know in a few days. We'll let you know if RCML is being live streamed.
I see the beauty in you, I see the power in you, I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you, I see the sweetness in you, I see the softness in you, and so it is.
Thank you so much. See you tomorrow again in the same time. Until then, happy meditating, everyone. See you all.